A lot of people think that puppies should just get it after just a few training sessions, but really the success lies once you learn how to implement the 3 Ps. That's proof, practice, and prepare. So let's break down how these 3 steps can truly transform your training.
Let's start with prepare, and we'll use something like teaching your puppy to respond to their name as an example. So prepare means that you're going to be prepared to ensure that your puppy is going to turn and respond to their name every time that you call it in the beginning stages of their training. And this is a common mistake that people often make, is they start to use their puppy's name in all kinds of different scenarios, and they repeat it over and over without actually expecting or teaching the puppy to move towards them each and every time. We recommend that when you're teaching this, that you set your puppy up to be successful by making sure that anytime you're going to use their name, you're always prepared to back it up with some type of lure or reward, food, toy that's going to ensure that they turn towards you. And they need several weeks of practicing name followed automatically by some type of lure to encourage them to turn towards us. That's going to make their name much more valuable, and it's also going to start teaching a really reliable response right from the beginning. Once your puppy has a good understanding of that skill, you're going to need to move into the proofing phase. And this is where things get really fun, because we want to make sure that our puppies learn to respond to their name even around distractions without having that food or treat on their nose. They need to be able to turn away from other dogs and people, things in your home. So proofing, that's going to be really important. Now, in order to get into that phase though, they need hundreds of repetitions of doing it right before we start to make it harder. The other thing to keep in mind when you go into the proofing phase is that you need to be ready to know what to do if your puppy makes a mistake, and that circles back to our proactive and our reactive training. If your puppy doesn't respond to their name, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep calling it over and over again and start to allow that command to weaken? Or are you going to have a backup plan? Are you going to have your puppy on a leash or a line? Or are you going to go back to using some food and toys a little longer to ensure that you have a really reliable response each and every time? And next comes practice. Now, there's a common saying out there that practice makes perfect, but we like the saying perfect practice makes perfect. And this is really important in dog training because dogs learn through repetitions, and it's best if they learn through repetitions of success. So our goal is to practice it as many times as we can. The other thing that's important to note about practicing is where you practice. Make sure that you're not just practicing in the kitchen or in one room at your house. Make sure that you're changing the scenery a little bit for your puppy, working all the way up to being able to work at the park. Now, this formula is going to be applied to anything that you teach your puppy to do.